go. Now we're live. Let me find some nice, like, soothing music to put on. Say hello, everyone. Say hi to Skunky.
We're in it.
We're in it. We're in it.
We're at it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Post on my own Discord box. There we go.
All right. Well, welcome in, everybody. It's a bit of an early stream for the clown,
Hello.
but we're here for a very important reason. It's cheese, isn't it?
I mean, I can't think of a more important reason.
Honestly. And I broke out it's so important I broke out the really fancy dinner background.
Oh yeah, I can see so many pixels. It's,
Yep.
The fanciest.
It's so fancy. It's so fancy. Let me find us some nice music. I believe this one. Oop, hello, lo-fi.
There, I can't wait.
Nom, nom, nom. Okay. So, we decided I recognize some of these foods, as you should. Let me get a photo of mine to share with you.
Oh yeah, post it. I want to see.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I already saw it, but
You have already
I want to see it again.
I have to, Oop, 1 second. I have to hide Discord really quick because I have to get out of our call to grab. I don't want people seeing my messages. There's all sorts of things in there.
Yes. What sort of thing?
Oh, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
All kinds of things.
I'm gonna have an almond. Yum, yum.
Ooh, an almond, you say? Isn't this the restaurant we went to on the Valentine's date 2 years ago? Yes, they let me back in. Believe it or not.
Yeah, for 2 years they forgot.
Yep, they took me off. I was able to bribe them and they let me back in.
Do I know you from somewhere?
No, can't you? I have a total.
You don't look like, was it 2 years ago?
No, no. That was Confetti the clown. I'm Funfetti the clown.
Oh, Confetti!
Yes.
I recognize you.
As you can see, I have a totally different hairstyle. Yeah, I changed my look. So, let's see here. Let's compare. Skunky, what do you have on your board?
Alright, we'll go through all the different cheeses specifically later, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 types. 7, I forgot the brie. We've got some cucumbers, white peach, pear, and some grapes hiding under the crackers. Trail mix down there too. I did just kind of raid my pantry a little bit for anything remotely charcuterie. And some jalapeno and crackers, and a little bit of hot sauce too. I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
Nice.
I really like this hot sauce. So.
Very nice, very nice. What type of hot sauce is it?
It is a mild, well, not super mild. It's a ghost pepper, but it's not like insane ghost pepper.
Ooh, okay.
Like it's not ghost pepper extract. It's like just the ghost pepper.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So what I've got, kind of starting up here with the fruit, I've got red plum, white peach, carrot, pickles, prosciutto. And then with the cheeses, I've got a cranberry cheddar. I've got a Bellavitino, tomato and basil. I've got a Havarti.
Which we actually share. I think it's this one.
I think it is that one.
Speckle.
You cut yours all fancy. I cut mine into cubes. I don't know what I was
thinking.
thinking.
Well, that's because the chunk I got was like a finger
wedge?
width. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have done that.
Like these were really tiny slices.
I should have done that. I've got a goat cheese with garlic and dill, and I've got my favorite, the Alouette cream de brie. Fucking love this shit.
Brie squad.
Brie squad! And I have my own crackers. They are Meyer Crew crackers. Watch out, everybody.
I'm a little jealous of your prosciutto.
Don't be. I spent, there were only 3 pieces of prosciutto in there. And I spent like $7 on it.
Okay, I'm not jealous anymore.
Yeah. It was
Sure,
slim
but
pickings.
I can't remember the last time I've had prosciutto, or even if I've had it.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's fully cured pork meat in there.
Mm-hmm. The fat can be almost a little bit too much sometimes. The meat's good, but then you get to that one fat line that it's like, I don't know if I like this or not.
Kind of feel the same way with normal bacon.
Mm-hmm.
But should we start?
yes, we absolutely should start.
All right, so I'm doing my cheeses in order of price.
Mm-hmm.
So up here is Catamount cheddar for $11 a pound.
Okay. I believe the fanciest, most expensive thing I have might be the cranberry cheddar, because I think that was around 6. I think that was on the higher end of the 6.
Let's say that, like if it's got berries inside.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting with cheap.
Okay. Oh, you're starting with cheap. That's your cheap?
Well, I didn't buy a whole pound. I bought like
fair.
like a tenth of a pound. It was only like $1.
That's okay. That's fair. In that case, I think my most expensive one was the least expensive one is the Havarti. Let me get my cracker.
All right, little taste test. Gotta smell it.
It's very soft, and it has a very mild smell.
Yeah, this is a white cheddar.
Yep, that's Havarti, all right.
It's a very good cheese. Nothing crazy going on. It's kind of what you expect. I'm gonna dip it in this little bit of mustard I have right here.
Every time I think, I don't know if I shouldn't get Havarti. I don't like Havarti. And then I go back and I get Havarti again.
Not sure if I could tell you what Havarti tastes like.
It kind of has... I'm sure that the word nutty and woody come up. To me, it has a bitter aftertaste, which is probably the nutty woody bit. I'm going to pair it with a white peach.
I'm gonna have a little peach too.
Yeah, that's better. I feel like prosciutto is not good value for money. Probably not. At least not where we live.
You could say like, oh, you're not paying for the like weight of the meat. You're paying because it took a lot of effort and time to make. Kind of like with cheese.
Yeah. Boy howdy, let's give it up for cheesemongers everywhere. I love them.
I have one more cheddar.
Yeah, the Havarti with the white peach is actually really good. I think I may have cracked my Havarti issue. Oh shit! No!
Oh.
Man down!
What'd we lose?
Oh, we lost a white peach. Damn it all. I'll put that on a cracker to the side. I did not bring a napkin. I'm a fool.
Man, it's been a long time since I've had either peaches or pears. Just because I always find like I cut them when they're like way too underripe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is not good. And then like I wait 2 days and it's like super mushy.
Uh-huh.
But today, both of these turned out well.
I'll take a summer sausage over it any day. As a Midwesterner, I cannot dismiss how wonderful summer sausage is.
I'm not sure if I know what that is.
Really?
Here, let me Google it. Yeah, like salami sort of deal.
Yeah, like a giant salami sort of deal.
Okay, I like salami. Just never heard it called summer sausage. So I like a specific brand, or?
It's a very specific thing, I think. Hold on. I am not educated in the ways of summer sausage. I merely know of it. It's like baked into my blood.
Sausages that can be kept without refrigeration until opened, called that because it would last through the summer months.
Oh, yeah, there you
spoiling. Go. Okay.
Sometimes they have garlic. See, sometimes I feel like garlic is too much.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a halfway point between like a salami and like bologna.
I don't know.
Bologna.
My bologna has a first name.
All right, I've got more cheeses than you, so I'm going to move on to cheese number 2.
Go for it.
What is this? Let's consult the chart. This is a 3 chili pepper Gouda.
Ooh, a Gouda. Would you say that it's good?
I'll tell you.
Okay. The Havarti with the plum's pretty good too.
The chili is very subtle. Like, you don't taste it at first, and then it kind of like builds as you chew on it.
Really?
I like it. Generally, like, I like very like strong cheeses. This is a little on the subtler side.
Okay.
But I will eat it, so it's not bad. On the spice level, I'd put it like very low, like under Tabasco.
Okay, well that's not bad then.
Yeah, like eating one of these little jalapenos would be probably a lot more.
Okay. Since you're still going, I'm gonna try my brie. I already know I like it. It's nothing new here.
Here, should I skip over and we can be brie buddies?
Yeah, be brie buddies with me.
I'll skip over the 5-year cheddar. Mine's an herb brie. It's not moldy. That's just why it has some grain in it. Well, I guess it is moldy by definition, but not bad moldy.
Most cheese doesn't have bad mold.
Ideally.
Ideally, yeah. It's all good mold here, baby.
I was a little worried the Red Rock had a few little spots of color, but that is on purpose, so.
Yep, that's a brie, all right.
Yeah, I need more before I have an opinion on it. I'm kind of waffling back and forth.
I love creme de brie. Alouette's creme de brie is one of my favorite cheeses. A lot of people don't like soft cheese, but I really like the creamy center.
I keep eating more because I'm like still processing it.
Is it the garlic or the herbs that's throwing you off?
I don't know.
Try it on something else like a cucumber.
Okay. Here, I'll clear out my palate with a plain cucumber.
I'm gonna try mine on a carrot. You fool, Sin. All you've done is bonk the skunk. You've wasted your tickets. Also, who let you into this fancy restaurant?
Oh, I'd say so far that's my least favorite.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not really had a normal brie in a while, so it's hard to say if it's the herbs or just the fact that it's brie.
Mm-hmm.
I'll still eat it because I don't waste food in this household.
Mm.
But it's left me more confused than anything.
Fair, fair. How do you know I didn't mean to bonk the skunk?
Well, nobody would bonk the skunk on purpose.
Yeah, exactly. Look at him. Look at how much of a fancy gentleman he is.
Oh, very fancy. I've got the bonk the skunk redeem in my stream, and nobody uses it.
Yep.
They love it so much.
Exactly.
Still just trying to understand this one.
It's the brie is befuddling you, is it?
I'm befuddled.
You're brie-fuddled?
I think it would help if I knew which herbs they were using. But just herb in general is like befuddling.
I always assume whenever they say herb, well, it should tell you on the package.
Maybe.
Wow.
Here,
I always assume that it's thyme in there.
Let me consult my photo. Where I took a photo of the labels.
Thyme and rosemary. They're very aromatic.
Alright. I can just barely read it. Garlic, fine herbs of varying proportions, chive, parsley, chervil.
Oh.
Maybe it's the garlic. Maybe it's heavy on garlic.
Mmm. It's that damn garlic striking again.
I mean, I like garlic, but...
I like garlic, but when it's in cheese, there's just a chance that it becomes really overpowering. That's going to be my issue when I get to the goat cheese.
I'm going to clear that with the 5-year cheddar, see how it compares to the white cheddar. This one is... Oh, I forgot the prices. This one is $16 a pound.
Oh my.
And the herb brie is actually $17, so it's one more expensive.
Alright, so if we're moving on to cheddars, I'm going to try my cranberry cheddar then.
Oh, this one's good.
Yeah, that definitely does have a hint of cranberry in it.
In a good way?
In a good way. It's not overpowering. So, the flavor of cheddar is definitely at the forefront, but then, like, the, I guess, aroma of cranberries kind of fills your mouth as you're chewing it. But it's certainly not overpowering or anything like that.
I'm going to go back to the $11 cheddar to compare.
I think this one was like $6. I got the block for like $6. I went a mile, y'all. Skunky went above and beyond.
Yeah, you got meat.
That's true.
Like, I could, if you took the $7 you took on prosciutto, that was like two. So. Plus, you get a whole thing of brie. My slice was like, I don't know, that big.
Fair. Speaking of, I should have another slice of prosciutto.
So I'm not having a ton of difference between the two cheddars. Like, this one's a little sharper. Other than that, I wouldn't say it's a $5 difference per pound. But they're both very good cheddars.
The cranberry cheddar's not bad. I like the brie more than it. But that's because, again, cheddar like Havarti has a very bitter aftertaste to me. I bet that prosciutto would actually taste really good with a white peach. Gotta do an experiment 1 second.
Oh, sweet and salty.
Yep, that's the ticket.
I had a jalapeno. Woke me up a little bit.
I understand why people put cheddar is gross. See, Sin, yes, normally I would agree with you. Cheddar is gross.
I would hard disagree.
The only reason I can probably eat this cheddar is because the cranberry is offsetting the bitter flavor.
I'm really curious when we get to the Red Rocks. It's supposedly like a mix of cheddar and blue. But that's not yet.
Oh no, my plum is going soft.
Well, my next cheese, which is the one I think you have too.
Yes.
The Bellapatino.
Yes, the Bellapatino. Skunky did this the right way, by the way. He actually cut his into tiny slivers. I have mine in cubes.
Yeah. Like, literally, my slice of cheese would not be big enough to make into cubes.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright.
So,
give it a sniff. It's like so salty smelling.
Mmm.
Oh my god, that is salty. I like the texture though. It's a harder cheese.
And it's the first cheese of my board that has those little like crystals inside.
Yep, I got that too.
So, I think they're like calcium, if I'm not mistaken.
It's almost got a texture similar to Parmesan. Like
yeah, it's closer to that realm.
Oh, it's very
kind of
salty,
like a very soft, hard cheese.
Yeah, it's very salty though.
Maybe because I'm very salty. I like it. I do think like a grape would be good with it to kind of like soften the salt. Let's try that.
This is absolutely something I should have broken out the cheese slicer for, because having this in huge chunks when it's so salty is almost overwhelming.
Couldn't you just cut one of the cubes?
Yeah.
This is not an unsolvable problem.
Make cubes smaller? I hear what you're saying, but that would require effort.
But then it would be a rectangular prism. No.
That is good though. Like once you get past the initial saltiness, that is really good.
If I'm not mistaken, you've gone through all your cheeses now?
I have one more.
Alright. Just kind of trying to keep track. I have 2 more.
Yeah, my last one, which I think is actually going to be my least favorite, is the it's the goat cheese, and it's garlic and herb. Surprise, surprise.
Well, I didn't like my herb cheese.
So, I think it's going to be the garlic that offsets it. Like I said, garlic and cheese. Also, hi Aquila! Garlic and cheese is just, it can be too overwhelming. Oh.
I'm gonna have my second most expensive, which is the Tomarashi 7-spice Toma cheese. Wonder what 7 spices are. See if I can pick any out.
Yep, that's a lot of garlic.
Okay. This one's got a lot going on.
Oh yeah?
I guess 7 spices.
The whole 7 spices, huh?
Yeah, texture-wise, it's not too different from the Bellapatino.
Okay. Do you get those crystals?
No crystals.
Damn.
Maybe a hair softer. Here, I'll bring it up to the camera. You can get a look at all the flecks. If it's not super blurry.
Fancy.
I'm thinking I'm seeing poppy seed in there.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe that's black pepper. I think it's a seed, though. I really can tell you what most of the other 7 are. Let's see if it's my notes.
Cheese indeed, Banana Boy.
Also, hi, Aquil. Not sure if we said hello to you. Alright, let's see. 7 spices. Okay. Chili flakes.
Okay.
Has a little bit of heat, so that makes sense. Just a tiny bit. Nigella, which I'm not super familiar with.
I don't recognize that either.
Chili powder. Another little bit of heat. Orange peel. That explains the little bits of orange in the color. Ginger powder and nori. So this is kind of like a very Eastern spice blend.
Oh my god. The garlic. I put the garlic and herb on a carrot, and that was a mistake. That's foul.
What, texture-wise or?
Flavor-wise, like the sweetness of the carrot, I didn't even account for it. The sweetness of the carrot is just awful.
My calculations were all wrong. Oh no.
They were very wrong.
My calculations.
I need like a pickle or something. Hold on. No, not the best to go with the carrot at all.
All right, I'm going for the Red Rock, the fanciest one. This is $25 a pound.
Let's hear it. What do you got? What was it?
Let's have a raw. Honestly, a little underwhelmed. I was kind of expecting like a punch in the face.
You would think, with it being blue cheese.
Yeah, it was more like a little tap on the shoulder, like, hello.
It's a very polite blue cheese.
Yeah, I guess it's more cheddar than blue.
That's just sad.
Yeah, especially as the most expensive. I was expecting like a wallop punch. Because blue cheese is like super strong.
Oh yeah. Sometimes almost too strong, one might say.
But even the cheddar side of it is like a very mild cheddar.
Cheese grommet! Hello, Uni.
Oh, I should have been ranking these as I went through them.
Well, from memory, what would you say was the best one?
The cheddars feel like a solid A tier in that they're just good cheddar. I feel like bang for the buck might be chili Gouda.
Okay.
For like a tasting cheese. Because you're like, ooh, that's the hottest cheese of the bunch. Because this one had like a little heat, but not like spiciness. It was more like spiced, if that makes sense. Here, let's try the tomato basil one again. I really like the crystals. Those are fun.
They are fun. I think my top would be the brie. I'm a basic bitch.
It's funny because brie, I'd say, is at the bottom of my list.
After brie for me is probably the Belvatino. I also think the crystals are fun. I like the texture.
Makes you feel fancy.
It does. After that's the Havarti. I like how it paired with the peach. After that, for me, is the cranberry cheddar. The cranberry is neat, but it's still a cheddar cheese. And then all the way at the bottom for me is my goat cheese with garlic and herb. I think the garlic and herb is just a little bit too overwhelming.
I'm having the same thing with my brie, where I think it's the spices that are making it not as fun.
Oh, for me, it's definitely the garlic. It's like too much. And I love garlic, but it's just too much.
I'm still gonna eat it though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's not bad, it's just the bottom of the bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I'd put it like C tier, where I wouldn't buy it, but I would eat it for sure.
If I had to put that on a carrot, I would probably not eat it. Not repeating that mistake again.
You put it on carrots.
I know. That was a mistake.
If I was held down and a carrot was placed in front of me and was the only way to eat this cheese, I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it. You'd have to shoot me.
But between the two, like normal cheddars, honestly, very little difference. So save $5 and go with the cheap one.
Have you tried pairing any of the cheeses with the fruit?
Not as much. I wanted to experience them pure.
Fair,
first.
very fair.
But the grape and the one we share is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I had that with the white peach, and it was super nice. I'm gonna try that again.
Yeah, just something to soak up some of the saltiness.
Uh-huh. That's the ticket, baby.
Well, you know what might be good?
Well,
a little bit of the cheddar jalapeno.
Ooh, there you go. Girl, you're so fancy. No wonder they let us back into this restaurant.
I pulled some strings.
I knew I could count on you. All I had to do was change my name and leave Nightbug at the door.
I wonder which one was more important.
We should do a pretentious review of Doritos like we're catty white women on a Sunday evening. We are catty white women on a Sunday evening. What are you talking about?
Well, I can already tell you I like both of like the prime flavors, the blue and the red.
They made prime flavors?
No, like their main flavors.
Oh, they're okay.
Like red and blue are the classics.
Cool Ranch and normal cheese. Yep.
Yeah, nacho cheese.
What do you mean it's not my cheese? It's definitely my cheese.
Whose radium is it?
Fair.
Is it my radium?
Yeah, it's uranium.
No, it's my radium.
I know, that's what I said, it's uranium.
Go back to the Red Rock, see if it's changed.
Okay, but only after you tell me who's on first.
Who is on first?
That's what I'm asking. I'm telling you, who's on first?
Just a terrible by memory reenactment of the skit.
Oh my god, I fucking love that joke.
Have you seen the Jack and Dean version of it?
I don't think so, no.
Is it Jack and Dean? No, it's not. It's
Key and Peele?
No, it's gonna bug me. They're really funny, but they're not as famous.
Okay. I'll have to look it up. You're so Midwestern it hurts. What are you talking?
Which one of us?
Yeah, which one of us?
Ooh, Genie, comedy. Well, joke's on you, I'm not Midwestern. Chris and Jack. That's fine.
Okay. If you're not Midwestern, what are you?
Would recommend their channel in general for comedy sketches that are very funny. But they did, their version of the Who's On First, and it's very funny. Because, explaining humor, always very funny.
Oh, yes.
But they do a version of the sketch where they're doing the sketch, but like arguing about the script, and they're like, it's funny.
A little meta, is it?
A little, but like not to the point of being lame.
you're Midwestern if you go like "ope." If you've ever done "ope" before in your life, you're a Midwesterner. That's just how it is.
Started saying howdy ironically, and now I do it completely sincerely. Howdy.
Howdy.
It's like my standard greeting. It's gonna bug me if I can't find this. What's my line?
What's my line?
They're like, what's my line? Yeah, what is your line?
I don't know, Skunky. What is your line?
No, your line is what?
No, I'm asking you. What's your line?
I'm gonna post it in your Discord so people don't think I'm going crazy.
Done what, Aquila? If you're a very Midwestern thing. You're passing somebody in the grocery store, and you barely brush past them. Like you've got like a couple inches between you, and you're like, "Oh, excuse me."
It's like if you did oops, but abbreviated it by dropping the S.
Yeah, it's just like, "Oh, excuse me." You pass your grandmother in the kitchen on Thanksgiving as you reach for the gravy. Oh, pardon.
Yeah, honestly, just anytime you make a very instinctual error, you just react to it.
Yeah, it's just like, oh.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. That's the most Midwestern thing I can think. It's like, it's, oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me.
Now that I've selected everything out, it feels so, I don't know, like, ooh, there's a world of possibility before me. How do I know what to choose?
I know, right?
I need a structure. I need someone to tell me what to eat.
Definitely don't mix. Well, actually, if you really want a terrible time, take one of your apples or your peaches and give it a little dip in the garlic and herb.
You know what? Just to spite you.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's not even like picking it up. Here we go.
Oh, that was a struggle.
Yeah, I would say that's unpleasant.
Yeah.
I think it's because the peach is like slightly slimy in the way peaches are, but also the cheese is slightly slimy.
Two varying levels of sliminess.
Here, what is the worst combination I could make with stuff on my board?
Oh, the worst combination you could make? Oh, God.
Yes. And let's leave out the brie, just because that's too obvious.
Yeah. A peach and jalapeno, maybe?
Red Rock.
Red Rock? Yeah.
My assorted crackers has graham crackers in it for some reason.
Oh my God, why?
So let's do a little graham action.
Oh my. Graham's getting a little action tonight.
Put an M&M inside the jalapeno.
Oh my God, dude, no. Don't do this to yourself.
You
have so much to live for.
And we take it and we dip it in the very hot sauce.
Oh my God, no.
And not a small dip either. We're really dunking it.
Oh my God, Skunky, no.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You good, man?
You know, overall,
oh my God,
not good. But
no.
there were some things going on that were actually working. I feel like the M&M and the jalapeno were like a weirdly good combo.
Really?
Yeah.
I would never have thought about that. But you know what, though? People do put chilies in chocolate.
Yeah, I've seen people add cocoa powder to like chili the dish as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was also in that one Black Butler episode as like the main plot point.
My God, I can't believe that thing's still going.
No, that was like the OG Black Butler. But yes, it is still going as well.
What did I just get a notice for?
Car's extended warranty.
No. Steam's like, hey, a game you once going on sale, bitch. Okay.
I feel like this is a simpler bad combo. It might be just as bad. Grape and hot sauce.
I'm gonna lose my mind if it turns out you really like that.
I mean, I'm very open to flavor combos. I mean, the hot sauce is objectively good. I would not say grape is the vehicle for it.
Yeah.
This hot sauce slaps, though.
Where is it from?
From my local farmer's market, actually.
Really?
Yeah. It's... Here, let me grab the bottle.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, I have so much prosciutto left. I did not plan this out. I need more fruit. I don't have enough fruit. Oh, the Fallout hot sauce. How's that? It's flat for sure. Ah. Kill this man.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, it's ghost pepper. But its ingredients pretty simple.
Yeah.
Bell pepper, vinegar, honey, ghost pepper, tangerine, and salt.
That tangerine threw me.
Here, let me cover the label. I like the color of it as well.
Oh, that is nice. Reminds me of buffalo sauce.
I bought two of their hot sauces. The other one was more of like a smoky cherry pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Cherry pepper? Yeah, cherry pepper one. Just not as into smoky things.
Fair.
Like, I feel like that's my barbecue generally like on.
Mm-hmm. I should have bought more fruit. I should have bought a second white peach. I only bought the one though.
I can send you mine.
Yeah, if you think it'll get here in time.
Very cheddary cheddar.
Yeah.
In a good way. But it's also like a small nibble and you're like, whoa.
If I was able to send you my cheddar in time, I would send you my cheddar.
If I could send you my cheddar, I wouldn't. So
That's fair. I don't need it. You can keep it. I wouldn't take your brie. I was gonna offer to take your brie, but it's garlic and herb. It's a waste of a perfectly good brie, if you ask me.
the more I'm eating it, the more I can eat more of it. But I wasn't like, this is yummy.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like, this is cheese. And by default, cheese is good.
One of the best inventions we ever made as the human race.
Let's do history of cheese. Where was it invented? 7,000 years ago.
It's like one of the oldest things we've ever made as a species.
No evidence of where it started.
Probably just a dank
Could
river
be
valley.
like- Yeah, it's like possibly Europe or Asia or the Middle East or the Sahara, so it's not exactly definitive.
And I wouldn't be surprised if multiple people created it at the same time.
Yeah. Wikipedia's first sentence is that it probably they were just carrying milk in like pouches and it just turned to cheese.
Yeah, I think the working theory is that they used to use like animal stomachs as pouches to carry it.
Yeah.
And the acid would, over time, you know, create cheese. And it turned out, oh, hey, cheese is a lot easier to process for people who are lactose intolerant. So it got real popular. So question, what do you like more, hard cheese or soft cheese? I think it depends.
Like, how soft are we talking? Are we talking like brie? Or are we talking like your standard, like, grocery store, I don't know, provolone?
So, in terms of like hard cheese, I like Parmesan and I like the Bellavitino. In terms of soft cheese, I like brie and I like mozzarella, but I don't like mascarpone.
Okay. I would say, like, you know, like, try something again after like 3 years, and there's a good chance you all have like a new opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I haven't had most of those cheeses in like 3 years. So I'm hesitant to cast any opinions on them.
I feel like mascarpone...
Just visually, mascarpone is maybe not as appealing because of its lightness.
Yeah.
So I like cheese that kind of punches me in the face.
Well, you would not like mascarpone then, because mascarpone I don't think has any flavor. It's just kind of... I'm so sorry for fans of it out there. You're gonna want me dead. But it's just kind of like a paste, like a flavorless paste. And I think that's maybe because you're supposed to pair it with, like, fruit and things.
Yeah, I've seen it made into, like, frostings, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, something I'm forgetting.
I've seen it smeared on biscuits with fruit jam. They use it in tiramisu, drown it in sugar. Well, if it's a baking ingredient, then I wouldn't be surprised. Oh. So, how are you liking the game?
Which game?
The game you've just been constantly playing.
Satisfactory!
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I was playing it before this stream, so that says anything.
I saw.
I'm trying to only do, like, the, tech tree advancements and stuff on stream. So we're ready for the next tech tree thing, but I can't stream it until Tuesday. Officially, I might bonus stream it tomorrow because I'm
nice. I think...
But we'll likely unlock terrains.
Whoa! Tune in to unlock terrains, everybody.
Or just like the create trains from what I've been seeing. So, in terms of like scheduling and routing and stuff.
Oh, nice. Well, I think after last night, I've got everything in the mod pack for Season 9 of Minecraft done. But you never know. I may end up finding something else to add into it. I tried to give you guys colored lighting. It did not work.
Is there any official theme or anything yet, or is that still
no, actually
unofficial yet?
It's no theme this time and no starting area. Basically I did, however, I was merciful. I am giving you guys a starting pack. Like I said, this is my villain arc.
I'm not sure what that means.
You'll find out. If I could have been meaner, I would have been meaner, but thankfully for you guys, the thing I would have added was not compatible with the version of Minecraft that we're using, so you got off lucky.
Speaking of, we're tentative base buddies this time around, right?
We are, yeah. If you want to be a part of my city, I would love to have you.
I am up to it. I'm kind of leaning wizardy, I think, this time around, especially if we have Spectrum.
We do have Spectrum, yes. In terms...
I love Create, so I'll probably put elevators everywhere too. But...
Nice, very nice. Yeah, I got inspired looking at some builds of Minecraft cities, and I thought, oh man, it'd be so cool to do a city on the ocean. And I really want to there's a lot of furniture mods and everything, a lot of furnishing mods. You can make some really cute stuff to decorate. So I really want to, focus on building pretty places this time around. So I'm going to have a city to do that, which means I'm also going to have to fill those buildings. So Spectrum is definitely getting its own building. And I would not be opposed to having a manufacturing district or anything like that. And yeah, it's just, if anybody else wants to join me in the city, they can. Or you can duke it out with the wild, I'm not gonna stop you. Good luck to you.
Yeah, if you want to be a lame loser, you can.
So I guess this season of Minecraft we can't build a dumbwaiter? No, you can.
Yeah, we have Create, so.
Yep, we have Create. You can build a dumbwaiter.
With Create, you can do anything your heart desires.
It's, this season of, I guess it's technically Confetti Craft. That's the name we went with. Sorry, one second. So, this season is much less RPG focused. I feel like we had done RPG stuff a lot the last few seasons, and I wanted to kind of get away from it. So there are a couple of magic mods. They're mostly there to give you guys something to protect yourselves with.
You keep saying that and then not expanding on,
I'm not going
it.
to
expand
on it.
I'm wondering if picking up some of those horror themes, mobs or whatever, or if you're just gonna fly around and kill everyone.
That probably would. I keep saying it is my villain arc, so flying around and killing everyone probably would be right up there. But no, I intend to be a good little builder. Though maybe I should add something. I will say this. I tried to add in blood moons, and I couldn't get it to work. That's the only reason you guys are spared. But, if I find something else, I may add it in, because you never know. I need to give you guys a little bit more of a challenge.
I'm going to scoot over to my trail mix, because I want to see if that M&M jalapeno was a fluke or not.
Oh my god.
I want to experiment.
Go off, you crazy little skunk.
So far away now. I'm way over on the other side of the room. Let's see. Stick it right in the center.
Oh my god.
And they're both green.
I feel like we're all waiting on bated breath.
Needs more experimentation.
Oh my god.
It might have been the triple whammy of the jalapeno, the cheddar, and the M&M.
You're a madman. Oh my god. So when you were in school, did the other kids ever tell you that terrible, that stupid rumor? It's oh, if you eat the green M&Ms, it makes you horny.
No.
That was the thing that was going around my middle school when I was that age. It's oh, if you buy M&Ms and you eat the green M&M, it makes you horny.
Forget the specifics, but I think there was something. Oh, he's fine. There was something to do with the blue M&Ms, but I forget what. Like they were the most rare or something.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, what? I don't know. Dumb teenage bullshit. I'm assuming it's because the green M&M was like the only girl M&M at the time. Somebody probably got horny for the green M&M. And it's like, no, you don't get it. If you eat the green M&Ms, they make you horny.
It's a tragedy. They got rid of her high-heeled boots. I can't believe they're desexifying our mascots for candy. Can you believe what the liberals are doing in this nation?
The goddamn woke agenda. First they take away our sexy M&Ms. What'll they take away next?
Like, the exact quote is so funny. They're like, you wouldn't want to have dinner with them or something. What is the green M&M's copy pasta? Green M&M's.
Oh my god, that's so salty.
Tucker Carlson meme. Perfect. Alright, ready for a dramatic reading?
I would love that, thank you.
Alright, I won't read all 3 paragraphs, I'll just find the good bits. What voice should I do? They've been changed. You're seeing the changes right now on your screen. The green M&M, you will notice, is no longer wearing sexy boots. Now she's wearing sensible sneakers. Why the change? Well, according to Eminem's quote, we all win when we see more women in leading roles. Because leading women do not wear sexy boots. Leading women wear frumpy shoes. The frumpier, the better. That's the rule. The other big change is the brown M&M has, quote, transitioned from high stilettos to lower block heels. Also, less sexy. That's progress. M&Ms will not be satisfied until every last cartoon character is deeply unappealing and totally androgynous. Until the moment you wouldn't want to have a drink with any of them. That's the goal when you're totally turned off. We have achieved equality. They've won.
They've won. Oh,
I like the subtle implication that he is turned on by the brown M&M.
A lot of people were. We have a sack seal. The Cheems dog floating in the space. Oh my god. I can't wait for raccoon hash brown. You're gonna be waiting for a while. I have to still model that thing in Blender.
Cheese. I'm pleased with cheese.
I know, right? It's so good, man. It's so good.
Kind of waffling on what tier to put the Gouda in.
Is it not Gouda enough?
I really like the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
The texture. How would I describe it? It's very squishy.
Yeah, my Havarti seemed to be the same way.
But it's like very good. I feel like maybe it's just good on crackers, but not as good solo. I think that's a fair statement.
Yeah. I feel bad because the garlic and herb is going to go to waste, sadly.
Oh, I made this little abomination. I forgot to eat it.
Oh.
Some M&M talk.
Mm-hmm. Sweet God.
It's weird,
Uh-huh.
but it's good.
Oh my, I'll take your word for it. Confetti, can you have the garlic and herb with the meat? Oh, I guess. I have a little bit of prosciutto left, so I can do that. I'll do that for you. But I'm not gonna like this. Get a little bit of the garlic.
We're just puppets at Chat's command.
Roll it up. No, I'll do it. Do I
If
have
Confetti can gather the strength to eat cheese.
Oh, it's so salty. Ugh, that's so salty. Oh, that's too salty. Sorry. That was gross. I'm so sorry for everyone who heard that.
Wow.
Ugh.
Aquila, it's all your fault.
No, you're fine, Aquila. You're perfectly fine.
Aquila, you're banned.
No, you're not, Aquila. You're not banned.
You're banned.
Oh, that was surprisingly foul, actually. No, it wasn't. It's not the worst thing. It was just way too much. Speaking of too much, have you ever had Limburger?
I don't think so.
No? I hear it's pretty pungent. Ooh, what kind of nuts we got? Just peanuts?
This is just trail mix.
Oh, okay, wow.
So, mostly peanuts.
Mostly peanuts.
That's where I got the M&Ms from.
Oh.
Oh, whoops.
Oh my god. I'm tell you what, I have been eyeing up boomer shooters lately.
What?
Boomer shooters, you know, like Doom and Quake and Dusk. I don't know what it is about them, but they've just seemed appealing lately.
I know there's a lot of love for, you know, the new Dooms, but also Ultra Kill, I think, is of that genre.
Oh, you're right. Ultra Kill is of that genre.
I see a lot of fan art for sexy robots.
This is true. Everyone loves that robot.
You know, I tried Doom 2016. Really did. I refunded it within the 2-hour window.
Wasn't for you?
Oh, spy, get away from the cheese.
Spy cam, spy cam, spy cam, spy cam.
Yeah, I can do that, I think. You might see my floor, but...
Yay! Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god!
Oh no, my toes! Don't look!
Oh, toast for free, everyone! Toast
Toast
for
for
free!
I love Spain. He got cat sit recently, and apparently it was very good.
Aww. Sweet baby boy.
But when I came back from my vacation, he kept waking me up.
Oh, he missed you.
Hey, look at me!
Oh no! Oh no! You smell like cheese. Hand over your hand.
He wants the cheese!
He wants the cheese.
He wants the cheese!
He wants the cheese.
Coming forward! Man, he's not letting go. He's got a grip. Go! See if I can do the thing. Slide him around.
Can cats have cheese? As far as I understand, cats are, for the majority, all lactose intolerant.
Peggy 18.
Whoops. Fucking Steam was not muted.
He's got enough love.
Ooh, Tormented Souls is on sale. Yeah, baby.
What have you been playing recently?
What have I been playing recently? Oh, so I've been playing Kowloon's Curse Lost Report, which is an RPG-like game with a funky setting. I really like it a lot. It's got cool graphics, it's got a cool design, the music is fucking banging. It's the most anime thing I've ever quite seen. It is set in Kowloon City. And then the other thing that I've been really obsessed with is Gloomwood, which is a thief-like game.
I remember some talk about this.
Yeah, so I beat Gloomwood on normal difficulty, and I'm going back and I'm currently doing a second playthrough on stream on the next difficulty, and then I intend to do it on Blood Moon difficulty, which is like the hardest one. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I want to see what I can do and how good I can get at it. The game is not actually fully released. It's an early release game. There's like one developer working on it.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I'm like having a ton of fun with it.
I don't think so. But you haven't played Paradise Killer, have you?
I haven't. I think I have Paradise Killer though. Paradise Killer is the one that you have your intro music from.
That is correct.
Yep, I remember that. I've listened to the soundtrack before.
Art style and general vibe, if you like sort of strange settings.
I do like strange
feels
settings.
Up your alley. So I would recommend it as a stream game even.
Nice.
Because it's a murder mystery, like visual novel, basically.
Ooh, that's cool.
But it's kind of like fun to voice the characters and stuff as they are talking.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, I haven't played it, but Space Marine 2 looks cool.
I haven't seen much gameplay, but of course I've seen everyone go like, "Oh, it's so amazing."
Yeah, I'm interested in Space Marine 2 for completely legitimate reasons.
Is there like some sexy demon man or something?
I mean, it's not a demon. I'm just happy to see Captain Titus back. I'm very happy to see Captain Titus back.
Well, he's a demon in bed, am I right?
No. But I could be his demon. No.
Wow.
Show myself out of the fancy restaurant, I think. I don't think you'd survive. It doesn't matter. But no.
Oh, also a fun surprise. This cutting board is for nerds.
It's for nerds, yes.
Let's go.
I would love to run a Call of Cthulhu game sometime. Have you ever played? I can't remember.
I played once, but the DM made me hate it. So.
That's right. You had a bad DM. I'm sorry.
I did. Like, this is also just like a Skunky character trait, where I do like to be in control of things. So, it is hard for me to let go of control. So, being a player, especially in an unfamiliar system, I was like, fist clenched. I want to like fix things. Yeah, it was just a train wreck of a session, really.
Yeah.
And extremely aimless. Like, we were like, tell us where to go. And he's like, oh, well, you could go to California, but that would take 2 in-game weeks to go that way. Where do we go?
Yeah. So, I will say, I mean, I guess it kind of depends. When I played Call of Cthulhu, mind you, I did like a one-on-one game with my DM, and it wasn't bad at all. Like, yes, I was given some direction. But if I ever felt lost or anything, my DM also, like, helped guide me through it. I think it also probably depends, like, if your DM is doing a campaign from the book, or if they've made something up.
In this particular case, I think it was a pre-written module.
Oh, well, I have no idea what their problem was then.
I think the problem, this can happen with modules sometimes, where it's like, if your players, like if you're DMing it, and your players don't do it exactly how it's laid out in the book, your answer is like a hard no. Like, no, that doesn't work. Even if it's like in the ballpark of something that would be successful. Or if it's something that would be successful that the book just hasn't accounted for, you as a DM could be like, this isn't what the book says, so what do I do? And you can kind of panic and shut it down, especially if you're like a new DM.
Yeah.
When that ideally is not what you want to do.
No.
I have lots of DM thoughts, so.
Yeah. You were a good DM. You were a very good DM.
I'd like to think so. I've been doing it for 7 years now, something like that.
Right. Yeah, you're a good DM. You're a good DM.
Thank you.
I did not like D&D before I played with you, so.
Oh, shucks.
But I also, I think that was a matter of circumstance. I was working a job I didn't like, and I was doing the 9 to 5. And then I had the weekends off. And it's like, oh God, every Saturday I have to dedicate 6 hours of my time to play a game that I'm not all that interested in. And I have to do this.
Yeah, I've been leaning toward, what is this green from? You seeing this? At the end of this pear?
Maybe it was the M&M.
Oh, that could be it. I'm like, what the heck is this? Neon pear. Sorry, my train of thought was completely
that was
derailed.
Weird. That was really weird.
Something about DMing.
Yeah, I was talking about how I, like, had to do my games.
Time commitments.
Yeah.
So my weekly group has sort of, not really by choice, but just by, like, schedule circumstances.
Yeah.
Has only a 3-hour session every week. So I feel like, that can also help if you're feeling like time commitments are rough.
That could work. Yeah, I think if it had been like shorter games, it probably wouldn't have been too bad. But I'm talking like a full 6-hour commitment, and it's like I just
in person or online?
Online.
Oh yeah, 6 hours is way too long for online.
Yeah, it's just like I just
in person you can get away with it because you can walk away and go to the kitchen or whatever and grab a drink. But online, I don't think that works.
Yeah, it's just like, I just want to leave. I just want to lay down. I just want to not be here.
It's also just a long time to be in a chair.
It is. And I'm already in a chair for like hours and hours at that point. So like on my weekends, it's just, I want to do something. Of course, now I just hydrate for both of us.
I think we both have Diet Coke.
I got a Coke Zero, baby.
I still don't know what the difference is, besides maybe like a subtle formula difference. Or more of a marketing difference, I think.
That's a good question. So this supposedly has 0 added sugars.
So does Diet Coke.
Let's see here. Carbonated water, caramel color, phosphoric acid, aspartame, potassium benzoate, natural flavors, potassium citrate, acyl flame, potassium, and caffeine.
I looked this up in the past, so don't quote me, because I'm
Okay.
just kind of paraphrasing.
Yeah.
But I remember there being two reasons for them switching to Coke Zero or trying to pivot in that direction.
Oh?
One is that some governments were kind of getting, I don't know, finicky about the use of the word diet to imply weight loss. And they're like, oh, well, Coke, Diet Coke doesn't make you lose weight, so it's not like legally confusing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think some lawsuits were brought up for that. I'm not sure how successful they were. But also, I think there was some research or studies or surveys or whatever.
Yeah.
That, people who were buying Diet Coke, they would see the word diet, they would only buy it if they were trying to lose weight or whatever. Whereas Coke Zero, it's maybe not as associated with weight loss as much, so they can market it a little more general.
Okay. I mean, I guess I can see that.
That's what I recall from looking this up in the past.
Interesting.
I don't think they
surprised.
said why they did it, so this is kind of just theory, but I think so. Aquila, let's refresh her. Difference.
I personally think Coke Zero tastes different than Diet Coke, but that's just me.
I think there are like a slight difference, but okay. Coke Zero has a little less caffeine. Coke Zero is said to taste more like Coca-Cola, while Diet Coke is maybe a little lighter. The sweeteners, Diet Coke uses aspartame, while Coke Zero uses aspartame and sulfur main potassium.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like little differences, but
all right, Skunky, what do I have to do to get you to play a horror game?
I mean, I played like half of FNAF Security Breach like 2 Halloweens ago.
This is true, and you did really well.
Like I also played what was it? The Soma.
Soma's good.
I had issues with the storyline, especially after getting hyped about it so much.
Yeah. What about it didn't you like?
I just hated that the main character was like so dumb.
He's an idiot, isn't he?
You just have the same thing explained to him like 5 times. He's like, what? That happened again?
Yeah,
like after
yes, you idiot, that happened again. Like, he is... I'm sorry, you're right. He's such a dick, and he's a moron.
Yeah, I didn't even really get that he's mean. He's just, like... He's like... What am I trying to say? He, just was very dense.
Mm. Well, so, like, she's already explained to him that it's not transferring him over, it's making a copy. And whichever version, it's like, it's a coin flip. It's like, either you end up in chair A or you end up in chair B. And like,
yes, it's the invincible clones.
Yeah, it's totally random. And it's like, he doesn't get it. And then at the end, spoilers, I guess, for Soma, if you've never played it, he loses...
like 12 years old now.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. He loses the coin toss. So it's like, his body, the version of him that is aware is not the one that wakes up on the Ark. Which, of course, there was always going to be one version of him. But we are with the version of him that does not end up on the Ark. And he's like, I don't get it. Why am I still here? Bitch, why do you think you're still here?
Not only has it been explained to him multiple times, but he's seen it happen multiple times.
Yes, he literally killed another version of himself.
Like 2, I think, if I'm remembering right.
You lost the coin toss. Somebody was going to have to lose the coin toss, and you're the version that did. But he doesn't understand and he gets so upset. And I guess I get upset that he gets so upset because it was an inevitability. It's not like he could have changed it. There was always going to be some version of him that remained stuck in the chair. And
yeah, I watched that.
Yeah.
Similar.
It's just like, yeah, and then he just gets mad at her. Like, I guess the reason he's mad at her because he doesn't get it. And that's what frustrates me.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like, why are you being such an asshole? You've had this explained to you like multiple times. It's not her fault. You're an idiot.
You're a dumb, stupid head.
I won't be nice. I won't be as nice as Skunky. I'll call him a moron.
Oh, and a bit horror light, but I did also play and very enjoy Signalis.
Oh, Signalis is good.
Yeah, Signalis slapped.
Oh, Signalis. Love Signalis. I would like to play it on stream. I know what happens. That to me doesn't bother me. I'm still good to play it on stream, so.
And unlike some horror games that are just kind of like walking around, like there's gameplay to it, which is nice.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't want to give you like a game that's going to be jump scares or anything like that. I don't think that would, I don't think you would gain anything from that.
Yeah, I mean, I like own, the Alien game that everyone liked.
Alien Isolation?
Yep.
Yeah, that was something I would recommend, like Alien Isolation or System Shock, or I don't think I'd give you Mortuary's Assistant.
Is that the one with the autopsy table?
Yeah.
I watched some playthroughs of that.
See, like, I think it's scary, but at this point, it's also been so played to death that I actually know where all the scares are, and I've never even played it. I think that you might like Still Wakes the Deep.
I'm looking at what I own in my library from like Steam sales and stuff.
Maybe. It came out not too long ago. I've been doing my best to avoid being spoiled for it, but from what I understand, it's pretty good.
At some point, I also picked up some of the Amnesia games.
Amnesia's pretty good. Amnesia's really good. Until Dawn's okay.
I watched a playthrough of that when it like first came out. I think it was the Yogg's cast, not to date myself a little bit.
Oh my god. That is.
But, like, Hannah from the Yogg's cast, I believe.
Oh my god.
Like the OG, not the remaster.
Right. Lobotomy Company, though that's a lot of management.
It's like a management game, right?
It is a management game. It's a horror management game.
I know of it.
Lobotomy Company is technically like the third game in I don't want to call it a series, but they all take place in the same universe, and they all have like a connective story.
I gotcha.
Lobotomy Company is a monster management simulator. If I remember correctly, Library of Ruina is a card deck builder, and Termina is an MMO. Well, I'm sorry, no, it's not an MMO. It's like, I don't want to call it Genshin Impact. It does have a gacha mechanic, but it's more of
Barf.
Well, you don't need the gacha mechanic. I have a friend who hates gacha games, and he plays Termina. Oh my god, what is it? Turn-based combat. That's what I'm looking for.
Another game that's not like technically horror, but just kind of has like spooky themes. Who's Lila was very fun.
Who?
Who's Lila?
Oh, Who's Lila? I've got that on my wish list. Yeah, that one looks really cool. I like the art style.
Recommend it. I played it on stream a little bit ago.
Nice.
It's kind of a little esoteric, but it has like more text than scary, I guess.
Oh, nice.
A little more psychological.
The Fears to Fathom series is pretty good. Those are short little horror games. They're very atmospheric. Killer Frequency, you might like. It's a puzzle game.
I think I didn't buy it, but I got recommended it. Maybe by you.
Oh, technically...
Maybe you were Nightbug.
Maybe. Labyrinth technically is a game that we could play together, but I feel like that's a little bit too jump scary.
Hey, well, October's coming around.
It is, and I'm not going to be here for like half of it.
I could finish FNAF after like 2 years.
Oh my god, I can watch you finish it from Japan. Little Nightmares. Metro's pretty good. I've got
like
that
a Russian one?
Uh-huh. Yep, Metro.
I played like 3 hours of that one.
Oh, nice. What did you think of it?
It kind of felt a little dated because
Yeah.
I was playing it like 10 years after it came out.
That's fair. I mean, I can't imagine how dated it'll feel now when I break it out.
Let me check.
I've got a bunch of old games I'm looking to play, actually.
Metro 2023, right? No, that was the second in the series. Maybe?
Let me...
Oh, no, wait, that's my last play date, not the... Okay. I think it is Metro 2023.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because that was released in 2010.
So I've got, as of this moment, basically all the Resident Evil games, except for the terrible mobile ones.
Yeah, because they released the more open world Metro Exodus.
I got that one.
Which I own, but I've never played. So maybe I should play that at some point, I guess.
That could be cool. Speaking
Oh,
of...
another game that's not horror, but kind of spooky. The new Death Stranding is on the horizon.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know when its release date is, but, there's multiple trailers out for it now.
I do. Shadow Man apparently is getting another game. I don't know if you ever played the Shadow Man series or read the comics. I would like to play the Shadow Man game on stream. It's just a matter of finding the time.
Okay. So that's 2025 for Death Stranding 2.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe for release first on PlayStation and then PC later. Yeah, gross. It's only for PS5 right now.
Oh, good lord. You'd have to sell your kidney and all your fancy cheeses to afford one of those.
You know what I'm so hyped for? You know what I'm so hyped for? Donathon, everybody. Donate your money and we'll get Skunky a PS5. I'm hyped for the fact that Monster Hunter Wilds will not have a delayed PC release.
Oh,
like
really?
They had for Rise and for World.
See,
Super annoying.
I never play Monster Hunter. I didn't realize that they had a delayed release.
Yeah, because it always came out for consoles first and then PC later.
Gotcha.
And that sucked.
Give me just a second. I gotta put the brie away. I'll be right back.
Alright, it's just you and me, chat.
Alright, chat. It's just you and Skunky. Behave.
Confetti is not here. Ignore the distant voice. So, guys, I got a little something if you want it. Just keep it on the down low. Nobody has to know. Certainly not Confetti. I call it skunk powder. What does it do? Don't ask so many questions. All you gotta know is that it's a fun time, right? Little something to entertain yourself this evening. Something that will make you say, ooh. Something that will make you say, oh. Something that will make you say, ooh. And it's only $200 per ounce. Get it while it's hot. Like this hot sauce.
It's me, boy, on the PS5.
And this is to fund something. I'll never say what. To fund the rest of Kerbal Space Program 2 after it got canceled by its developers. Made me so mad. So mad. I wanted Kerbal Space Program 2 so bad. That's one of my biggest gaming disappointments ever. Unofficially, but its studio got shut down. So basically. So they technically still have the half unfinished game and the rights to continue making it. There is just no studio confirmed to be actively working on it right now.
Oh, I forgot to throw away this. One second.
Because they fired everyone. And it's dumb and it's stupid and I hate it.
There we go.
There are like a couple copycat games starting to kind of fill the void. Even one made by the original KSP1 maker. But it's not quite the same.
Oh, 1 second. There we go.
Heard a bottle open?
It was another Coke Zero.
I just rambled about drugs in Kerbal Space Program 2.
Oh, nice.
Not nice. Canceled, basically.
Another. So, what's this about drugs in the Kerbal Space Program?
Something you need to know.
Okay. Then I'll just say another game series I would like to play, the Max Payne one.
Never super interested.
I don't know. I know what I like to play, and I would like to try other things, I guess. Though
that sort of tangentially brings up a bit of gaming news. So the people who made, I think, Max Payne 1 and 2, maybe not 3, I forget, is not Insomniac, but it's the people who made Alan Wake as well. And their publisher, I'm thinking the story through, getting it from the memory banks, give it a second.
Yeah.
So they just sold the rights to make movies and TV shows to Annapurna Interactive, which is a publishing company, most notably to me for publishing Outer Wilds, my favorite game ever. But also a lot of like, their specialty is like indie games that are maybe a little bit more artsy or emotional or unique.
Yeah.
And like a little more like critically acclaimed vibe, you know?
Yeah.
And they recently just had the entire company quit.
Oh, what? Why?
So the story goes, from what I've heard, is that Annapurna Interactive, specifically the gaming branch, to be more specific, it's the gaming branch that quit.
Yeah.
They were in discussion with the owner of the company, who was the daughter of a billionaire. To basically spin off. They're like, we don't want to be part of Annapurna anymore. We want to like spin ourselves off. And apparently the discussions didn't go well.
Oh no.
So they were like, okay, fair enough. we quit. All 25 of us. We quit at once. So
Oh
bye-bye.
my god.
So they just up and quit. And that was like 2 days ago, I think.
Holy shit. Oh no. They didn't like have any projects you were really looking forward to, did they?
Now, luckily, they're just the publisher.
Uh-huh.
So they have said in their news releases, like, oh, this won't affect any games that are being produced right now.
So
they're like, oh, we're just going to hire 25 new people and basically pretend it didn't happen.
So was this like a case of demands, like things that they needed not be... I guess I don't really know, like, what exactly would the publishers require? Like, was this a matter of their demands and needs not being met, and so because they weren't being met, they walked? Or did they just walk
I don't think
because...
it's like a crunch or overworking story. I think it, just from the vibe of the articles that I've read.
Okay.
The vibe I got was it's more of like a business play.
Okay.
So it's like, these guys are like, hey, we want to split off and be independent from this sort of bigger parent company.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you can't do that. And they're like, okay, well, we're just gonna do it ourselves.
Yeah, I imagine Nightbug's right then they're probably gonna start their own publishing company.
Yeah, and it's like 25 people, so it's not like a huge... It's not like the Bungie layoffs or anything.
Mm-hmm.
There was like 230 people, but you know, it's still interesting gaming news. So I just thought that was very interesting.
That is very interesting.
What other games have they produced? I know they have like some big name ones. Outer Wilds is my favorite from them.
Yeah, you normally you praise them a lot. You've recommended it to me, in fact.
Yeah, so they're the publisher. They're not the like game devs. So, oh, Stray, that cat game.
Oh, yep, I know Stray.
Neon White was also pretty popular, which was like a platforming shooter thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cocoon, which I've seen nobody play, but it won a ton of awards last year.
Huh.
It's like a puzzle game. This one I'm really looking forward to. So it's made by one of the people who did the Stanley Parable.
Ooh, okay.
And it's called Wanderstop.
Wanderstop.
And the vibe, it looks like Stardew Valley 3D, but with like a weirdly... Like, the trailer's really good, because it kind of lulls you into a false sense of security, like, oh, okay, it's just like a Stardew. It's like one of the 8 billion farming games out right now.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, wait, does the main character have, like, PTSD? Like, what's going on here? Because, like, I mean, the trailer sells it better than I can, so would recommend watching it. In fact, I'll throw the trailer somewhere on your channel. But the vibe is there's going to be probably a narrative that will make me cry.
Oh, no.
So I'm excited for that.
I know a game you might like.
Is lesser known... I'm sorry, just before we move on.
No, do you think?
The lesser known game of his, which came after Stanley Parable, that nobody's played, but I highly recommend it, is The Beginner's Guide. Now, that's a game that has stuck with me. It's like a walking simulator. It's all about the story, but would recommend, and I would recommend going into it fairly blind. It tends to be pretty cheap. I think it's like $10 most of the time. So, would recommend going into it blind and just checking it out.
Okay. I'll have to look at that. The game I was going to say that you might enjoy is called Infra.
Infra? Like infrared?
Kind of like infrastructure.
Okay, I think that's the same spelling.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Infra game, let's see. Ooh, okay.
It has some spooky elements to it, but not really. I really like it because, like, you get to go in and you get to see all these places and look at all the architecture and everything like that and solve the puzzles. And it's really cool. I like it. Oh, hello, Emma Bobemma. Hi, baby. Hi. There's no cheese for you to eat. Sorry.
Trailer. Posting the trailer in our Discord.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I haven't completed it, but I had a lot of fun with it.
Okay, I'll throw it on the to-do list. In case, not the to-do list, on the wish list. Oh, it's cheap.
Yep. That's the other great thing about it.
Oh, no wonder it's on a 75% sale right now.
Come here, baby. Come here, my little loaf
only
of bread.
$7.50 right now.
Come here, my little loaf of bread. Yes. Oh.
That's cool. Well, I'll check that out.
Oh, my little bread loaf. Hi, baby. She climbed up in my chair the other day and climbed behind my back and rested like on my lower back the entire time. So I had to lean forward while she fell asleep in between my back and the chair. My little loaf of bread. My little 13-pound loaf of bread.
Oh, no.
There's also...
My cheese board is naught but scraps now.
I noticed you got a little bit of cheese, some nuts, and a pear.
And some hot sauce.
And some hot sauce.
Maybe I should just tell you. That'll be content, right?
There you go. There you go.
It's really good. It's pretty hot.
Book of Hours is another good one, too, if you like puzzle games.
That's the sequel to Cultist Simulator, right?
It is, yes.
I enjoyed Cultist Simulator.
Then you would probably like Book of Hours.
Book of mine?
No, Book of Hours.
Book of yours?
Oh, I see what we're doing. Yeah, no, Book of Hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
Book of Hours.
Yes, it's a Book of Hours.
Book of Hours.
What other game? Oh, System Shock. Another
I think
series.
I own like the remastered or something.
I got Classic and Enhanced Edition. I also want to play all the Fear games. The Fear series is so wild. Do you know the history behind the Fear series?
I've seen some of these YouTube videos, like the most advanced AI enemies in gaming.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that. I was mostly talking about how, like, so they made Fear 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Fear
then
with, like, periods between them all.
Yeah, kinda. So, like, there's...
Like S-E-A-R.
So there's Fear 1, and then, like, the timeline splits because there was something involving the rights to the game and the studios that were making it. So there's Fear 1, and then canonically, Fear 2, Project Origin, and Fear 3. But there's also 2 other games called Fear Perseus Mandate and Fear Extraction Point, which are not considered canon, but I think they were made by the first studio that made Fear. So you have this like diverging point where different studios were working on the same game franchise because of like oh, hi sweetie. Yes, I know.
Weird
I taste
business.
like yeah, weird business. And so it's like you technically have 2 timelines for these games.
It Full Metal Alchemisted.
They did Full Metal Alchemist it. Oh, Shadows of Doubt is another one, if you like.
I think I've heard of that one.
It's pretty good. Mind you, there's not a lot currently to do in it. The developer is still, like, adding things to it. It's in immersive sim.
Yeah, it's on my wish list.
Yeah, it's really fun. I like it a lot.
I like me a detective game.
Oh, I know. Yeah, so Shadows of Doubt is what got me looking at more immersive sims like games, which is why I'm like, oh, maybe I do want to play some of these things that are older.
I think I've unofficially Am I having a stroke? What's going on?
Do you smell burnt toast?
I just smell cheese.
Oh no, it's worse than I thought.
But Destiny 2.
Oh, Destiny 2.
It's, I think it's over.
You think it's over?
I think it's over in terms of my enthusiasm for it.
Oh no. Like, did it just run its course, or?
Well, they finished the main story, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
But then you might have heard that it had another huge round of layoffs, like a few months ago.
Oh, no, I haven't. Oh, no.
Like big, like 230 people, like 10%, maybe 20% of the company or whatever.
Oh, no.
And a lot of the fallout news of that was like, yeah, we were spending all of our time working on 2 other games that we never released, and we don't plan on releasing.
What the fuck?
We haven't had like our main focus on Destiny 2 for a while because whatever reasons, and its future, at least for the next couple of years, looks lame.
What the fuck? That sucks.
They are releasing one other game, which is an extraction shooter, which I've never played one, but I just have very little enthusiasm about.
Wow.
So like Tarkov or Dark and Darker or whatever.
Oh yeah, Tarkov and Dark and Darker. I've heard about them.
So it's of that genre, but using the old Marathon IP, which would like predates Halo.
Wow, it predates Halo. That's when I was but a wee sprout.
So they're reviving that IP as an extraction shooter, but I don't know. I just don't care. Really, maybe when the game comes out, it'll be really good, but
maybe
feels like a lot of bad decisions at Bungie. In general.
That is unfortunate. Oh.
But they did just kind of complete the like main arc that they've been doing for like 10 years, so it also kind of feels like a a natural jumping off point.
Yeah.
So maybe it's for the best.
Oh my god, Skunky, had you ever wanted to run a card shop? A gamer store?
Maybe a tabletop store, but not like a Magic the Gathering store.
Now you can with TCG Card Shop Simulator.
Oh no, that's exactly what I said I didn't want.
Sell cards, have a store, spray smelly customers with air freshener.
This might be a hot take.
Yeah.
You ready for a spicy take here?
Yeah, I'm ready for the spiciest take.
I don't like Magic the Gathering for the same reason I don't like gacha games.
How dare you? This is supposed to be a safe space where I can feel comfortable in my addiction to opening card packs, and you come in with that take. Can't believe you.
Same reason I didn't get into Hearthstone.
You know what, though? That's very fair.
I'm just like so, and I feel like this is a recent opinion, or the strength of the opinion is recent.
Yeah.
But I am just like exhausted by games that are micro-engineered to extract money from me.
I mean, no, that is actually 100% fair.
I think that's why indie games are so fun, is because most of them aren't that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, cat. Quit chewing on my headphones, please.
So that's why I refuse to play any of the Hoyoverse, even if they do have hunky wolfmen now.
So here's my whole thing about, hey, do you mind? So I wouldn't say I was a huge Genshin Impact player, but I liked Genshin Impact a lot. My whole thing, however, was was, I guess, the fear of missing out, the FOMO.
Mm-hmm.
That the
Destiny
game,
had that sometimes.
Yeah, it's like, so rather than it being like, oh, you need to roll on this banner in order to get this character because they're not going to be back for a while, rather it was, oh, hey, every year we have an event. Like, okay, the Lunar New Year event in game.
Sure.
It was technically a special storyline that you played. And, like, there were... Oh, actually, here's a better one. The Starfall event. The Starfall event was the first event where we were introduced to a character by the name of Scaramouche.
I see a lot of his tags for that on, like, fanfiction websites. So.
Yep. So, like, he's known as the Wanderer now, but his name at the time was Scaramouche. That was the first time, canonically, that we ever met him. However, if you did not play during the Starfall event and did not have that interaction where you met him for the first time, there was no way you could go back and get that cutscene again or play that event again. So the next time, like, you ran into Scaramouche, your character would just act like, you knew him. So if you never played that event, because, you joined a year after the Starfall event, and you meet Scaramouche for the first time, your character's like, it's Scaramouche! And I'm like, what? How do I know this person?
Destiny had some similar issues.
Yeah, so, like, there was... And they had these events, like, for multiple things. They had it for, like, Albedo, they had it for Mona, they had it for a lot of things. And it's just, like, you have to be on and playing constantly in order to make sure you get every event. And then there's also just this huge, I'd almost say pressure. It's like, oh, if you really want to be able to advance and do the best you can, you need to be in the dungeons grinding for items so that you can put them on your character. But the items, like, their stats are randomized. So even if you get, like, a really high quality item, if the stats are shit, it's like, well, great, now I have to go back and I have to do the dungeon again.
But you could spend money and re-roll the cards or get them from a train or whatever.
So the items that you could put on your character, at least the artifacts, I don't think you could get those in the gacha. You could get weapons though. Like technically the quote-unquote best weapons for your character could only normally be found in the gachas. Like Zhongli's spear was only available through a gacha pull, and so was the Raiden's sword. And, like,
you know what this reminds me of that's very similar, it's tangential, it's also a Hoyo thing.
What?
Not sure if you saw, but maybe like 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah.
There was a trailer for a new character that was like
the thick rat.
Maybe she had like a demon tail and she was wearing a wig or whatever.
Yeah,
but
the thick rat.
They were spared. Yeah, and the police officer with them as well.
Yep.
And that it was like so sexy that it reverses itself and becomes one of the least sexy things I've ever seen.
I can actually see where you're coming from, but the internet, on large, I feel like would disagree with you.
No, this is like another hot Skunky take, but it's like, how do I word this?
You need a more subtle lady. She's too overtly sexy for you.
It's not even that.
She's trying too hard.
It's so tropey. Like, there was zero originality. It's just like, what is the most sexy thing we can do? And, like, just crank that to 11.
The
without, like, it felt like marketing. I felt like I was getting sold to this character, you know?
You know what?
Like,
that's very fair.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, if we make her gay bait this other police officer, then we can sell 8 million more gacha rolls. Yes.
And you know what though? Boy howdy, did they sell 8 million gacha rolls. Because people bought that like crazy. They bought her like hotcakes. Which I get it. Sexy, thick rat. So, but I do understand where you're coming from though. I do understand where you're coming from. It is like you're being sold the character. Because you are being sold the character. Because they want you to spend like...
They're in like a laboratory cranking a dial and saying, oh, if we do this, there's a 2.8% increase in our quarterly revenue.
Add just a little bit more, and we have the perfect woman.
Yeah. Disgusting.
You would like it to be more of a natural thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of like
an organic sexy.
Sure, but you know, I'm sort of on the ace spectrum as well, so I'm sure that's playing into this opinion a little bit.
That's fair.
But it was more a complaint about the cliche-ness of everything. Like, to go off on a total tangent, I hope you don't mind.
No, go right ahead.
But in the world of acting, there is often a conversation about having or expressing an emotion genuinely and playing into tropes that are shorthand in the world of storytelling. So there's a lot of this in anime, like, I'm trying to think of a good example. I'm coming up short. But basically, like, are you just acting in a way that sort of the cultural consciousness associates with this emotion or feeling or storytelling beat, and it's just like a shortcut to get to that product, I guess? Or is it something more genuine or unique or personal or authentic? And I hope I'm not making some sort of sense here.
No, you're making sense. You're making sense.
It felt very lazy in that it was just stereotypes, I guess, of what a sexy woman does.
No, I get like I totally understand. I think it kind of goes back. It's like there's organically sexy and then there's engineered sexy or manufactured sexy. It's like you know that they are having her behave in a certain way because she needs to appeal to as many people as possible. So they are having her put forth like the tropes of a sexy woman. And it doesn't really tell you so much about her personality. That would perhaps be a bit more genuine. Performative sexy, there we go. That's a good way for it.
That's a good word.
Whereas, you know, like, oh, Lord.
Like very male gaze.
Is Laura Croft sexy because she's a super attractive lady, or is she sexy because she's incredibly smart and athletic?
The male gaze.
The male gaze. I mean, personally, I don't mind Jane. Like, I can both of them, fair. I can appreciate Jane for her looks, but I feel like in order for a character to be something that I would actually really want to spend money on, I would have to be invested in that character's personality. Like, personality will sell 100% of the time for me more than looks alone will.
Sure. And again, this is kind of a like I haven't played these games, so I'm not sure how authentic or whatever these critiques are.
Yeah.
But from the outside looking in, it just feels like everyone's a white girl. And I'm like a skinny, white, half the time underage looking white girls. And I'm like, give me some variety, man. Like, even Overwatch has more body types, and Overwatch still has this problem, you know?
I feel like
that's not even
yeah,
for
go
like
ahead.
a sex appeal or whatever, but just for the sake of variety, man.
You and Nightbug both need to just go in the corner. I think the problem that you're running into is that they're not smooth teenagers. Stop it, Nightbug. Go to the corner. The problem that you're both going to run into, unfortunately, is that it's a very prevalent art style, specifically for the MiHoYo studio. So,
yeah, like it's anime inspired, and anime as a whole has this issue.
Yeah. So
I can see where it comes from.
Yeah.
But like that doesn't mean I can't complain about it.
No, fair, very fair. But at the same time, you're probably never gonna like, unfortunately, anything that comes out of MiHoYo Studio, if that is the case, because that is their art style. Like, that is the thing that is how they sell it, is anime aesthetic and hot woman hot.
Yeah, but like even like especially egregious, like I saw they were doing like an Egypt region or whatever,
mm-hmm.
and it's like, no, like everyone was so pale. Like if you're gonna do like an Egypt region, like at least like make one character look Egyptian.
I will, not to play the devil's advocate, but there's apparently a setting in the game that automatically turns on bloom, and it makes everything look brighter so that a lot of people come out looking whitewashed. However, they are still very pale. There's not that many dark-skinned people, you are correct. When Skunky doesn't like it, that's fair. But I get sent to the corner. Yes, you get sent to the corner because Skunky didn't say they were all teenage looking.
I mean,
Skunky, the corner's big enough for two of them.
Half of them look preteen, but
well,
I would say none of the main cast looks above 25.
Well, I don't think the main cast is above 25.
Exactly. So that's why they don't look above 25, because they're not above 25.
As for Genshin Impact, what the fuck? Genshin Impact. I don't want to go to MiHoYoverse. I just wanted to look up the characters. Thank you very much. As for Genshin Impact, though, yeah, a lot of their models, I would say, are much younger looking than the ones from Zoneless Zen Zero. I hate that name.
ZZZ.
Yeah, ZZZ. It also doesn't help that their builds are all very small. Like, everybody's got a very small build.
The hunky wolf butler, so that's the only one I can like.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's also got a big hunky bear too, so more points to it.
You know who's got great character design that I really like? Guilty Gear.
Sure, we love Bridget.
I love Guilty Gear. I don't think there's a single character design in Guilty Gear that I don't like, actually. Like, I think they all look really good.
I only have like a secondhand knowledge of it since I don't play fighting games.
I don't either. I know what I like, and Jacko's hot.
Which one's that? Like, you mean their vibe?
You know the Jacko pose that got really popular? The one where she, like, literally breaks her spine?
Yeah, I'll just Google it, refresh my memory.
Oh, no. That's going to be on your internet history, sir. That's going to be on your internet history now.
implying that's even, like, in the top 1% of the worst things on my internet history. She's got a weird face, but I see it.
She did that pose and it broke the world. Actually, though, if I'm being honest, my favorite Guilty Gear character is actually Abba. I love this toxic woman and her relationship with her key husband.
Oh yeah, I saw a lot of that. She's kind of like gender neutral sort of presenting, right?
I think you may be referring to the...
Or is it the key that's gender neutral?
I think you're actually referring to the Grim Reaper. Strive.
Green hair?
Well, okay, I guess Abba's kind of gender neutral presenting, but I know that Strive is actually, like, gender neutral.
Okay, I might just be conflating too.
But no, Abba's, she's wearing I think she's wearing overalls upside down, possibly. Let me get her character design art. Can I see that really quick, internet, please?
That misconception might be born from the fact that she's like a homunculus or something.
Possibly. But no, I really like Abba. I like her personality. I like that she's at points a jealous, toxic bitch. I like the fact that she's her weird outfit. I like that she's got a key through her head and a boyfriend named Paracelsus. Oh wait, no, I think it was her old avatar, like her old design that had like the upside down overalls. Abba's just funny. I like her. But yeah, she's my favorite character in Guilty Gear. She's just funny. She's just funny. And I think that goes back to what I was saying before. It's like, you can have a really pretty character design, but more so than anything, I need there to be like a personality that I can really latch onto and form like a parasocial relationship with.
Yeah. Like, uniqueness.
Yeah, I need to have something that draws me to that person. And Jane is gorgeous. She's beautiful, but there's nothing really about her that, kind of separates her from any other really sexy person for me. Now, she may have like a character mission further on in the game that would, say more about
Give her a traumatic past about being a double agent spy or whatever.
Or, just give her a little bit more depth, but there's nothing really there to draw me in to look at her in the first place. Confetti needs someone to be toxic enough to give her the I can fix her vibe. I cannot fix Abba, okay? Let me just put this out here right now. I cannot fix Abba, and I don't need to fix her. She's perfect the way she is.
Can't fix.
Yes. I can't fix her. I can't fix her. And she would not want me to fix her because Abba has her husband. He is a key. And you know what? I don't need to interfere with that. They're lovely.
Yeah. My board is empty, so I'm going to turn off the board cam.
All right, you turn off the board cam. Let me... There we go. For some odd reason, I lost Skunky. Skunky has abandoned call. Skunky! Hold on one second. I need to call him again. I can't believe you abandoned me like that.
See, the funny thing is, I made a really bad joke right after I actually disconnected, and I thought you were just like deadpanning.
No, I wasn't.
Because I was like, I don't want people to see my messy nuts on camera anymore.
Wow, Guilty Gear fans, don't come for me. I'm so sorry. I called Testament Strive. I meant to call... It's Guilty Gear Strive. God damn it, clown. You're an idiot. But... No, Testament...
When I had the chance.
Testament is officially non-binary in the Guilty Gear series.
Okay. Maybe that's just what I was thinking of.
Yep. And they are like a Grim Reaper type of character.
That one with the big top hat.
Uh-huh. That's Testament.
Radical.
Radical. trying to remember, like, what exactly they are. Like, what actually are they? They wield a bloody scythe, and they can apparently, like, summon succubuses? I don't know. I have no idea what they are. They're cool, though. I like them. I just think they're neat. Born in Switzerland during the Crusades. Oh, no.
Think of if I have any, like, standout waifus, for lack of a better word.
Skunky's soul was attached to the board game.
Oh.
So what was the joke, anyways?
I had to have you, not see my messy nuts anymore.
Damn it, I was kind of hoping you would break before I would.
No, I'm never gonna break.
Damn it.
I could have sat there for 20 minutes.
You fucking outweighted me. Damn it all. I tried, but that silence was getting a little bit too prominent.
Failed.
Ah.
I also had the advantage of still being able to see your model move slightly.
Damn it. Oh, man. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just looking at sexy anime women. Dizzy, what is that pose, lady?
Oh, you know what's also fun news in the world of Skunky?
What? Tell me.
The new Dungeons and Dragons rules have started to release.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so as of right now, it's just the player's handbook, not the DM's guide or monster manual. And I think they officially release, what, in 2 days maybe? But I'm paying them money, so I get early access a little bit.
Ooh.
Although, in much a similar way to the other big companies I've been complaining about, Wizards of the Coast is of a similar vein.
Yeah.
So, who knows? But the actual rules, I largely like.
Okay.
There's 2 sticking points for me, but other than that, I would say most things are better.
So what are the 2 sticking points?
Well, before I get negative, I really like the new rogue changes, and I really like the new fighter changes in particular. The melee classes, I feel like got the most love, which was well needed. But the things I don't like, I'm not sold on the new warlock.
Mm-hmm.
And that might just because of a weird sort of off-meta build I really liked for it is no longer possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I also just it just kind of felt like changes for the sake of changes, and I'm not really seeing how everything fits together. But I've not played it, so, maybe it feels better in practice.
Mm-hmm.
But it just kind of feels the most the same out of any other class to me. In a bad way. Like, it feels the same or worse. Just from a cursory read, though.
Okay.
And then the other thing is, so they had a problem that they were trying to solve. And I get that it was a problem. The problem was that by tying stat bonuses to different character races, like elves or orcs and stuff, that if you were trying to make, like, a sneaky orc or a melee elf, that the system kind of discouraged that, and that limited possibilities. Because your orc would get bonuses to strength that they wouldn't need or want, and they would prefer the dex bonuses, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So their attempted solution to that was to move those bonuses from the race the species to the background. So I'm a sailor. Like before I was an adventurer, I was an acolyte. I was a criminal, what have you.
Right.
But I feel like that just moved the problem. Because
Yeah.
now, if I have a character idea of like, oh, this guy was a criminal, but now he's a warrior. Now it's the same problem, or he gets bonuses to dexterity, but I want strength. Or this guy used to be an entertainer, but now he's a wizard, and that's a cool, fun character idea I have. Oh, now he doesn't get intelligence bonuses, now he gets charisma bonuses. So that is something I kind of disagree with. Or it just kind of moved where the problem was.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see why you wouldn't be a fan of that.
And sort of compounding the issue, a very popular house, and let me know if this is lame or stupid or whatever.
No, it's not lame or stupid.
But a very popular house rule for players, like a non-official rule, but many people did it, is that a lot of tables gave people a free feat at level 1. Just for making a character, they could have one extra bonus feat, an extra bonus ability that they could choose from the list, and that would help, make their character cooler. So Wizards saw that, and they said, okay, yeah, that makes sense. What if we have each background give a free feat? That way it doesn't have to be a house rule, and depending on which background you have, well, now you have this free feat that's kind of complementary to it. Well, now, in a similar problem, like, does my wizard need the sailor's feat? When a scholar background would be more mechanically advantageous. So it's kind of this idea of the statistics systems kind of clashing with creative freedom that
Right.
I find very abrasive myself personally. So I think it might have been better to just say, oh, here's a list of the origin feats, just pick one from the list, instead of like, oh, if you're a sailor, you have to get the sailor feat.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my big ramble.
Okay.
And that's a very thing, the house rule. Like, you could just say, like, hey, DM, could I get the feat instead of this feat? And they 90% of the time say, yeah, sure. But
Still, yeah.
That's my big ramble.
No, I think that makes a lot of sense. Also, bye, Nightbug, bye, Aquila.
They heard me talking about D&D and said, well, I gotta get out of here.
I gotta get out of here. Don't worry.
I gotta skedaddle.
Don't worry. It's just you, me, and the Guilty Gear bar.
Do you have any hot takes you want to share?
I don't, actually. Like, everything's good in Confetti world. Because Confetti doesn't know anything. Confetti is oblivious.
But I would say, as a whole, the changes were good. Those are just the two that I found were not good for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, the only real controversy I know of regarding, like, D&D at the moment, Wizards of the Coast, is their whole, like, stint with AI.
Yeah, and I just had another bout of drama, like, this past week.
Yep, I saw that. And they're like, we've been using AI for a while now, and it pissed off a whole bunch of artists that were working for them.
Yeah, the vibe is like the CEO was just yapping. Because in the same interview, he's also like, yeah, every week I play with 30 to 40 people.
Sure,
and,
you do.
Like, that's just not how D&D works.
Like, my God, could you imagine running a campaign with 30 to 40 people?
Yeah, or even just like, say you have groups of 5,
Yeah.
still 8 groups a week, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So he was just yapping. It's kind of the vibe I got, which doesn't excuse it, but it's like
Well, it doesn't exactly look good if your
yeah, it doesn't
CEO
look
seems
good.
like he has no idea what he's talking about.
That's true.
It's like,
Like,
yeah,
I'm not
he's just talking
excusing it. I'm just wondering how accurate it is.
Right. No, I would probably say that it's like, it's not accurate at all, but it also doesn't look good on him if he has no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
Sure, agreed. And they have been caught using AI, I think, twice now in official capacities.
Mm-hmm.
They usually like point the finger at the specific like contributor, like, "Oh, this isn't our fault. We didn't know it was AI. This was, you know, Jones Smith. He didn't tell us he was using AI."
Uh-huh, sure.
Even when it's like pretty obvious to
Yeah.
the naked eye that it's probably AI.
Yeah.
But I think as of now, you know, these things can always change. Their official D&D stance is we don't use AI. They're not against it. They're just like, oh, we don't use it.
Mm-hmm.
However, stockholders of any company, you say the word AI, and they go, oh, ooga, 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 and then they start throwing money at your company.
Yeah, it's so Mr. Clown works as a teacher, and they've been trying to implement like for like the past 3 years now. There have been these seminars held where they have some guest speakers come in, and they're like, here's how AI can be implemented in the classroom. They're like, oh yeah, you can use it to help build lesson plans, or you can use it to help build a schedule, or you can teach your students about it in art class. And
fire.
Not really. Like the last 3 seminars, they haven't really gone over and discussed. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, there could also be serious legal problems regarding using AI in an art class. But an issue that they had when they first tried to like sell the school on it was that one of the science teachers used it out of curiosity to see, it's like, okay, can it make an experiment? Like, can it actually like come up and make an experiment, like an exercise for the kids to do? And the ingredients that it instructed, like it pulled up for the kids to combine, would have created an explosion.
Sure.
Yeah,
Add sodium to water in front of your face.
Mix bleach
and ammonia.
And watch all of the cool like steam. Just really breathe that in, kids.
Thought on AI as a whole is that it undoubtedly has more uses than this, but I kind of view it in a similar way to NFTs and crypto, where sure, the underlying technology undoubtedly has uses. However, it's become such a money scam, for lack of a better word, that anyone who can add it to anything can and is, just for the sake of adding it.
Yeah. Like, genuinely, initially, I would not have had an issue with the AI generators. It's the fact that people have gone out of their way to take art from artists to train their programs on. And then I guess it's just in general the attitude by which they address the accusations. It's like, well, you didn't get permission to use this person's art to train it, and now your AI generator can actually go off and literally make like one-to-one replicas of this piece or make new pieces in this artist's very recognizable art style, you've essentially made something that can create a forgery or, you know, can replicate this artist's art style to such a degree that people would mistake it for them. And it's just the lackadaisical, oh, well, you know, it's not our fault, it's not our problem. A person can use it for that, but there's no saying that a person would use it for that.
This is another complaint, but kind of more about semantics, so it might seem kind of petty. I hate how the word AI has just lost definition.
Yeah.
Like, now it's like any computer program or algorithm is AI.
Mm-hmm.
Where I think previously it was kind of specifically talking about like neural networks and like machine learning and stuff.
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh, the TikTok AI is feeding me my new TikTok. So I don't think that's the case.
No.
I think it just kind of muddies the conversation. And to put a conspiracy theory hat on for a second, you could say, oh, it's purposely getting such a broad definition so that legislation can have a harder time targeting what it actually is.
Uh-huh. It's funny that you say that you put your conspiracy hat. It's funny you say you put your conspiracy theory hat on. Your model has the jester hat on at the moment.
I forgot I added that like a year ago.
The pony hat. Yeah, you've just never removed it.
I mean, it doesn't look bad. So.
It doesn't look bad. Not at all.
Not intrusive. And I am on a clown stream, so.
You are on a clown stream, yes. Yeah,
One in
no.
Rome.
Artificial intelligence, technically, it's like hard AI and soft AI. I'm not particularly certain that I would call the algorithm program AI, because I don't know if it even like can get anywhere close to that.
I don't think it is. I think in common day parlance, people are using it in that way.
Yeah. But yeah, it's hello. What happened to my face? Why'd I smush myself against the camera?
Give it a little kiss.
Give it a little kiss, everybody. Give you a little kiss, chat. But yeah. Mwah. Yeah, no, it's disheartening too, because like, I don't know, and I don't, first world problems here. I feel like all of this has really taken the fun out of what AI could have been. Like, I don't remember back in the day when people used the funny AI voice generator to like add it to their little mascots and everything and make them sound like different people. Well, now we actually have to worry about programs mimicking people and like deep fakes and shit. It's not fun anymore.
Yeah, like voice copies of you that people use to like call your grandma to like scam her out of her life insurance.
Yeah, and like larger companies taking the likeness and voice of like their actors and whatnot and basically still having them act for them even after they're dead.
Yeah, that felt icky even when it was like the Star Wars movies with like Larkin and Princess Leia.
Yeah.
And that was not even AI, that was just like Photoshop.
Yeah. And like so back in the day, like way like a couple years ago, when people started having those mascots and everything, and they had the little AI voice generators. So that website, it was just a fun little thing at first. At least the really popular one was. And it was just, you know, it's like, tee-hee, we can make, it's a TTS, and it can sound like Snoop Dogg, haha. But now it's like you have to pay a subscription to use it.
Disgusting.
And it's like, when I was looking at mod packs that I could have added to the Minecraft server, one of them was it was just like, you can now talk to every animal. So if you right click on an animal, it'll open up a little text window and you can like talk to it and it'll talk back. But it uses like a Chat-cuterie for that. And it's like, well, that's a fun little idea, but I don't feel comfortable using anything that uses Chat-cuterie. So like that fun little idea goes out the window. It would have been fun to teach a cow how to say fuck. But I can't do that anymore. So.
You ready for a very Skunky specific? I won't even say it's like a conspiracy theory, but a shifting of the market.
I'm gonna put a tinfoil hat on you, or I would if I could, but yeah, go on.
Is that roleplay websites are drying up because everyone's using like those like character AI websites instead.
You know, it's possible. As somebody who used to be on forum RP sites, I could see that happening. Because I used to be big into forum
just to
RPs.
like see if they're any good, and they're like okay. It's like very generic. And
yeah.
Whenever like the website like changes their formula, it can like mess things up.
Yeah.
But it's like I can also see that you don't have to go through this almost like dating process of like finding a good writing partner.
See, that's the fun part though, is finding a good writing partner.
It can be the fun part, but it can also be the worst part.
I relished that actually. Like, just consider it speed dating. Just think of it as speed dating. Get out there. Like, I've made a lot of good friends and some enemies in my day through forum RPs. And they were all great. Fuck, I met Nightbug through Warhammer RP.
Cool.
Yeah, like, dirty little secret out there, I guess. But, like, yeah, Nightbug, that's how Nightbug and I met. And, like, we vibe really great. That's how Beastie and I met. Not through Warhammer, but Beastie's from back in the ye old days. From long ago. From ancient times.
A shrinkage of new faces on the websites that I tend to use.
Yeah.
And I would personally theorize that AI is the cause.
I do see.
Because it kind of just feels like all the old, like the people who have been on the sites like already are the ones like sticking around, but like there's not as many like new faces.
Yeah. Oh, so out of curiosity, now that we're on the subject, how many like RPG forums have you like gone through in your day? Because you're as old as I am. You're from my generation. I know you.
Don't think that many, because let me think. I'm kind of searching the memory banks. I was a lurker when I was first getting into it, peeking around like Warrior Cat stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like on DeviantArt and stuff?
Yeah, but I didn't like participate. I was just kind of like getting the culture.
Yeah, the Warrior Cats RP scene was huge on DeviantArt, if I'm remembering it correctly. I'm pretty sure they had some forums too, but I never saw any of those. I only heard about them.
And then in I think this was middle school. It was like RPing with friends, IRL friends on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not even using the messenger, but like making Facebook groups for different worlds or whatever.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember those. That was also another thing that happened a lot.
That was the meta for a little bit back when Facebook was good.
Did you guys have like a high school RP going on?
So I was kind of, at the time, surprisingly, one of the least nerdy of the squad.
You?
And
least nerdy?
Yeah, I know, it's hard to believe. But so I was just kind of following along with what everyone else was into. There was one sort of goth lady who was really into Yu-Gi-Oh!
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of that, and kind of like a sort of Halloween town-esque homebrew setting.
Okay.
So kind of like Nightmare Before Halloween, is that it?
Nightmare. Well, there's Halloween Town, and then there's Nightmare on
Nightmare
Elm
Before
Street.
Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, that's
That
a very
like
different
vibe.
thing than what I was suggesting.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween Town.
Yeah, so kind of like that Tim Burton-esque energy with like a Halloween theme.
Yeah, I can see that actually. That was huge when like we were growing up.
And so a lot of that. I dabbled in furry stuff for a while.
Mm-hmm. As we all did back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still a skunk, so.
Yep.
Then there was a bit of a hiatus for a long time, so maybe that's why I didn't go through as many websites.
Yeah.
But I feel like through most of high school I didn't do it.
Let's see.
What about you?
So I didn't have that many myself. I think I may have had more than you though. So like the first one that I was really into was a website whose name I don't mind dropping because it doesn't exist anymore as far as I can tell, called Portal Breach, which was a multi-fandom forum RP. And like you could either bring in OCs or you could roleplay characters from like any fandom that you wanted to. So like we had like Buzz Lightyear characters in the same setting as like Judge Dredd characters. It was its own homebrew world that was basically just like a dumping ground of people who just got like dragged out of their own dimension and dumped into it. It was basically a Thunderdome.
Fortnite.
I'm sorry?
Fortnite.
What?
Fortnite.
Oh yeah, Fortnite. Oh my god, yeah, Fortnite. Fortnite's a really good reference, like a really good comparison. Eventually though, I parted ways with that. I did some RP on Tumblr for a while. I was really big into the World of Darkness scene. And let's see, after that, I did some WildStar forum RPs, though Discord got really popular for RP groups at that time. So a lot of RPs happened on the forum, but they also happened in-game, and they also happened on the Discord channel.
Yeah.
Then there was a World of Warcraft website which was really good, which I think was called Roll20. Not Roll20.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one's still around.
That one's still around. No, it was like a Roll D something. It was similar to Roll20, but it was like Roll D20 or something like that. And it was specifically focused on World of Warcraft. God help me. It was specifically focused on World of Warcraft, but it did also like serve other fandoms. It's just World of Warcraft was the biggest one there. And that one was literally like speed dating. You had your character's profile, you put down the type of RPs that you were looking for, and then you had the capability to like DM people and be like, hey, do you want to set up an RP or something like that? And I was on there for a while. That website sadly no longer exists. And then I went back to Tumblr and I got into Warhammer. And I had an Ask blog. Not really, it wasn't focused on RPs so much, but it was responding to people, so kind of RP-ish. I was the Ask Voxhaler boy from the Warhammer. If the Emperor had a text-to-speech device, that was me. So, and through that, I met more people who were into longer form Warhammer RPs, and that's how I met a lot of, that's like how I met Nightbug and everything like that, so. I haven't really moved into anything new lately, though. Like, after I got into Warhammer, I started focusing on streaming, and my life got really busy, so I haven't really, like, found another forum or anything like that, and it's hard to find them. Like, it's kind of hard to find RP forums now.
Kind of the monopolization of the internet as a whole, I would think.
Yeah, honestly though, like back in the day, it used to be the Wild West, and now, let's see, RP forum. Let's see, what do we got?
Your talk reminded me of a few others I forgot.
Oh, RP Nation. I forgot that exists.
RPing on Skype Messenger.
Yep, I did a couple on Skype too, now that I think about it.
I joined right at the tail end of its lifespan, but just a tiny little bit of, I think, AIM Messenger as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did also, we're being honest, safe zone here, a little brony phase as well there in high school.
It's a total safe zone. I will tell you this. At one point, and I think I may have already spilled this in like the game where it was like 2 lies and 1 truth or something, or 2 truths and 1 lie. There was a really big MLP, like RP website back in the day, and I made a character to go on there, but I did not go on there to RP myself. I heard that the drama was ripe on that website, and I was very bored at the time. I wanted to like get front row seats and watch people fight.
I can just imagine you as some like cupcake sprinkle, like just starting drama.
No, like so I can't remember what her name was. Her colors were like blue and orange, and she was a map maker pony. And so I just I put her there, and I just sat down and I waited, and I never saw anything. I was really looking forward to like just watching a bunch of people fight it out, but it never happened, sadly. I'll admit it.
I don't go there myself, but I hear all the pony RP is on a website called Ponytown now.
Really?
Yeah, it kind of has like the vibe of like Gaia Online, or like a lot of those games, quote unquote, where you just have a character that like stands around, like a Club Penguin sort of.
I know
vibes.
what you're talking about. Now that you say it, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've like seen pictures of it. A little bit. Yep.
And I hear that's the hot new space for bronies.
Neat. There you any bronies in chat looking for a place to RP? There you go.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're welcome. I was just out of curiosity. I typed in RP forums, and the first one that came up is RP Nation, a nation of creation. And I can't really see like if there's a theme or anything like that. Let's see.
Think not with the title. Seems very generic.
1v1 group dice, so they have roleplay systems that are based on dice. Quests, nation building, extra pages. This doesn't look like so much something that has like
It sounds a little more tabletop-y.
Kind of. It also seems like it's not dedicated to a specific group or fandom. It looks like it's mostly based on OCs.
Okay. I think both have their place.
Yeah. Oh, the next one is like, do forum text-based roleplay sites still exist?
I know, at least in the spaces that I'm into now and again, there's a lot of My Hero Academia going on.
I can see that. That's really popular.
Overwatch, since it came out. I feel like that one just sticks around.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I feel like people don't play it anymore.
Yeah, I can.
I feel like I also underestimate how many people still play it, but it just feels like it's not in the culture consciousness anymore.
Oh, what? Overwatch? No. It seems like after Overwatch 2 flopped, it just kind of fell off. Like, it's still around, of course.
Yeah.
But
I was upset the newest character is another skinny white girl. Going back to our other conversation.
You just need A variety.
I think she's like Chinese or something, but like she looks like a toothpick, you know.
So what I'm hearing is like you need a wide variety of food to pull from.
Just like in a very similar way to Hoyo, it's like, oh, could we make an interesting character, or could we make a marketable character?
I mean, you can make, but if you make it, they will come, both figuratively and literally.
Yeah, so I think they're doing more comment here than not.
It's like I don't know.
Like the character concept is so cool. Like, oh, she's like from Mars. She's like on a Mars base.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of see the characters like inspired by like pinups of like the nuclear age, sort of like Ray Blaster, like that sort of sci-fi of that age, retro futurist.
Yeah.
But it's like just, and also like personality wise, like how many optimistic, peppy, like goofballs do they need in the roster?
I don't know. I don't know how many optimistic, goofy goofballs I even have in the roster because I never played Overwatch.
They have a good amount. Especially of ladies.
I know that the Junker Queen is like super popular.
Junker Queen's rad, and her animatic was awesome.
Let's see. There's Bridget. Oh, I didn't know Ash became a character.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so Juno's the new one, if you're curious.
Yeah, I'm looking at her. Alari's pretty.
Alari's honestly the one I know the least about. I think they dropped with Overwatch 2, so that's why.
Let's see. Lifeweaver, Moira, Sojourn, Sombra, Tracer, Symmetra, Venture.
No, you're right.
There we go. God damn.
Like Adventure.
Yeah.
Hello, Spy. You're so cheesy anymore.
Venture's cute.
Yeah, they're also non-binary, which is fun. Or gender fluid. I forget which of the two, but
I will say in terms of cast, I don't particularly find Overwatch's cast to be that bad. But at the same time, I think it also comes with the fact that, like, saturation plays a big part in it. If you're really, like, if you're constantly seeing the same type of build for a character, then it very quickly, like, it's like, oh, I've already eaten this, like, 3 times today. I don't want any more of it.
And part of it, this is an Overwatch specific issue. And I'm not sure if they fixed it in recent years, maybe they have. But it's like Zarya, the most, butch of the female cast, would get like no extra skins, no cosmetics, no cool alternate skins because, sexism. Like, if you compared her to, like, Tracer or Mercy, who have, like, a million bajillion skins, she would have, like, 5.
Well, that is also going to come back to, unfortunately, that they are very, very pretty. Zarya is also pretty. Zarya would look so pretty in, like, a slick black dress.
I mean, the fan art serves her well.
The fan art does serve her well, like.
But that's because the main game doesn't. So maybe they, made more skins for her or whatever. But in just a similar way, like, I get why it happens. Because if you make a skin for Tracer, it's gonna sell 8,000 copies versus 2,000 with Zarya, so it makes economic sense to, focus your efforts. And, maybe that's why I'm just leaning away from games that have, like, stockholders these days. Because then you don't have to make those economic decisions.
Well, if we're gonna talk about like character design, are we going to like address the elephant in the room?
What is the elephant?
The catastrophic failure of that is the elephant in the room from Sony. I'm talking about Concord.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Well, that was a failure on many aspects, but I do think the art style looked like poopy.
Yeah, I don't particularly know what was going on there. Like, there are people who want to cry about, oh, people just didn't want different character builds, and I have to disagree. Well, there is, like, obviously a demographic for, conventionally pretty people. I also have been on the internet to know that there are many different people like many different things. You can have a cast that has a bunch of different body types.
Honestly, I attribute that game's failure more to just the genre being so saturated. Like even if there were the most attractive characters in the world, like, do we need another hero shooter?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That being said, the character design didn't help it.
Yeah, I didn't like anything about the art design as a whole.
And like, I really there's a part of me that really kind of wanted to like it because it's so different. Yeah, like, I can tell that they tried to do something. Yeah, but like, it didn't land. It did not land at all.
Like, the second I saw like one of the like dudes with green skin that looked like paint.
Yeah.
I was off board.
Yeah,
but I wasn't gonna play it anyway. I'm kind of done with like competitive games in general, I think. Mm-hmm. At least for now. And I have like been for a while. Like, honestly, Overwatch 1 was probably the last one I played regularly. But even Destiny 2 had like a Crucible, a PvP mode.
Yeah.
But I haven't bought like a Call of Duty or a Fortnite or a Valorant.
I spy.
And I feel like I'm healthier for it.
That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah, it's just... I never really got into those games in the first place anyway, so I feel like I kind of avoid that. I pretty firmly stand in the realm of indie games, I would say, and old games. Like, the biggest things that I have on my list at the moment, like, the poll for 2025 was, am I playing the Resident Evil franchise or am I playing the Silent Hill franchise? And it's like, other than the fact that Silent Hill 2 is getting a remake, which I do intend to play both it and the original, like Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill 3, and I think Silent Hill 4 don't have ports to PC. Like, these are older games. And I also have like Deus Ex on my list. I have the Metro series. I've got System Shock. I've got the Resident Evil series. Like, I don't know. Shadow Man, I seem to be like going back. Nothing new has really appealed to me unless a motherfucker releases Bloodborne for PC. Then I'm all over it. Then I'll be there.
I have a shameful announcement.
What's the announcement?
I never finished Bloodborne. I got halfway through.
Neither did I.
I got to rom the spider, and that was it.
I'll up your shameful announcement with my own shameful announcement. I have never actually finished a From Software game, which is a crime because I love them.
I was in a similar boat where I only finished Dark Souls 2, despite playing 1 through, 4 or whatever?
Yeah.
Until I recently built Elden Ring, so now, actually, did I beat it?
I don't know, did you?
I think I did.
So, like, I played I played Dark Souls 1 on my laptop. On my laptop back in the day. And with a trackpad. And I only got about maybe a sixth of the way through the game before I had to stop because my laptop wasn't going to be able to take it and my fingers were dying. Now that I have my setup, I could go back and I could play it, but I'd have to find the time to do it. Like, I feel Elden Ring, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, all of those, I don't know, they're really time sink games, it feels like. Because and I know me, I'm gonna want to do a lot of stuff in them, which means I'm going to have to be dedicating a huge portion of my life to getting it done. And therefore, I am struggling internally. It's like, can I make myself stick to it?
That's fair. That's another streamer friend who had never played a From game before. Is reaching the end of their Elden Ring playthrough.
Nice.
So that's pretty exciting. They're like in Australia though, so I only catch like the very end of their streams.
Ooh, okay.
Damn time zones.
Damn time zones.
But in game recommendation land, I guess the takeaway, the beginner's guide if you want a story that will make you think. And keep an eye peeled for the new Monster Hunter, because that one's really fun.
Okay, I'll keep my eyes peeled. Alright. Well, this has been fun catching up.
Yeah, honestly, it went longer than I thought it would. We kind of went on some rambles.
We did. We should have another charcuterie board night sometime.
Yeah, it could be in Skunk Cove next time.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, do you have any plans that you would like to tell chat about?
Well, on Tuesday, there'll be more Satisfactory. But I wouldn't be surprised if I could not help myself and I played a little bit of Satisfactory on stream tomorrow as well.
Nice.
Maybe around 1 p.m. if I had to guess. So keep your eyes peeled if you want.
You heard it here first. I do not know if I will be streaming this coming week. I'm going to be busy on both the 18th and the 19th. I may, however, be on Gummy's birthday party on the 18th, so you may find me there. I don't know if I'll be streaming on the 20th. Everything is, I don't know, like, surprise to no one, I'm getting married. I'm a little bit busy. So.
It's understandable.
Yeah. So, my schedule's kind of up in the air, but hopefully I will be streaming soon. So.
Soon, TM.
Soon, TM. And then, of course, no episode of Too Many Cooks this month. And then the Minecraft server launches November 9th, so.
I'll be there.
Woo! All right.
Saying I won't make trains, and by like week 2, we'll be making trains.
Yep, you'll be making trains, and I will be building a temple to the axolotls. So it'll all work out. Or we'll both be dead.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Spy. All right, chat. Thank you so much for coming by. Goodbye.
Are we rating or just saying bye-bye?
We're just saying goodbye. We're just saying goodbye.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.